pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Councilman Potter. Roll call, please. City Secretary.
Mayor Bailey?
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Tice?
Here.
Councilmember Basin?
Here.
Councilmember Boring?
Here.
Councilmember Hoyer?
Here. Thank you, ma'am. I'd like to welcome everyone to tonight's meeting. First item will be approve the minutes of the August 19th, 2019 public hearing and the August 26th, 2019 regular city council meeting and the September 5th, 2019 public hearing as well.
I make a motion that we approve the minutes as written.
Second.
We have a motion and a second for the approval of the minutes as written. Are there any questions or comments over those? Mayor votes aye. Councilmember Bailey.
Aye.
Councilmember Bourne. Councilmember Hoyer. Mayor Pro Tem Tice. For the approval of the minutes of the August 19th public hearing, the August 22nd regular city council meeting, and the September 5th public hearing. Are there any citizen comments or reports?
Rockford City Grove Public Works Director. Have a report of the street program for this year. We're about to wrap it up for all your information. We still have Allison. I have a map in front of you guys. You can see what we're talking about. The red ones are reconstruction, complete rebuilds. The green ones were steel coat, which is we just put we covered with rock. We filled in the whole potholes and sealed it off. So give us some more life out of the streets that were pretty bad shape. We're working on Allison. That's the last one, like I said, for this year. We still have some shaping to do. We're waiting on the contract to get out the way for the cars. Any questions?
Not about, I don't have anything about Allison. I had talked to Dee during the week about Monroe. And did you have time to put some stuff together?
Yeah.
Where our options are at this point for Monroe?
You know, right now our plan is to still go back and to work on those bad areas that are potholed up pretty bad and the base failure. We're repairing those. As you can see, we did a couple spots already. We're having to do that in between the times when we can work on the streets. We're, like I said, we're about to wrap up the regular streets program, so we'll be able to hit that one in between our drainage, because we're going to get back on the drainage. But, the numbers that I came up with those were, I gave you those.
Yes, sir.
Realistically, you know, going from Twin City Highway all the way to Main Avenue, that's about 5,212 feet, and it's 34 feet wide. Did all the math. The hot mix that street, just the material for the hot mix is going to be roughly $144,000 just for the material. Now that's without base work or anything. It's just the material. Now for the contractor to lay that out, it's about $47,000. So those are rough estimates.
That's 2 inches or 4 inches?
That's 2 inches.
Okay.
So normally we would double that. So total cost for that just for 2 inches was $191,900. And then let's see, for chip seal, which is what we do most of the time, we can actually get that done. That number right here. Us doing that, it's around $80,000 for the same street.
From Twin City all the way to Main Avenue?
Yes, sir.
That's $96,000 for chip seal?
Yes, that was adding the base also. You know,
Right.
I put the 16,000 in there for the bring 4 inches of the base in.
And then on the 2 inch, we could do that total for, what is it, 208,000,
Yes.
that's base and all?
Yes.
And to go 4 inches, 351, 2,
Yes, sir.
4 inches, that's, well, any of the asphalt has to be done by contractor,
Yes,
correct?
Yes, we don't have the equipment to do that.
Right, well, What about, I was talking to Dee, if we did the chip seal from Twin City all the way to Main Avenue, redid it, fixed the base, put a whole new chip seal in, and we ran it that way for a year, and they could possibly get a lot more of those streets into the new addition. After that, we could come in and put 2 inches of asphalt when they finish the streets.
Yes.
And that would give us, basically, not a 4-inch asphalt street, but would give us a 4-inch bed
Yes, sir.
of new street. I like to see either one of those suggestions come up on this road program that we're gonna have this starting in the spring. And I'd like to see if we could manage to get that on high priority.
We'll bring that to you, council member, and have a small work session so the council can look at the entire street program.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be good.
Any other questions, Phil?
I know we have so much money budgeted for streets, and if we did jump on this Monroe program, that's gonna dig into your street program elsewhere, correct?
Yes, sir.
So that's why I'd like to see all of the parameters, so we can actually look at it and see which way we think
We'll bring
we
it
wanna
to
go.
council we'll bring you the streets and bring you the options and let you see something. So we'll have that to you probably the beginning of the new fiscal year. So it'll get set, and then that's what we'll do for our next street program.
Thank you.
Yeah, these
Thanks, George.
Allison and all this put in there, take priority.
Well, we have so much money yearly for streets, and that's gonna have to come from somewhere. And I just wanna see what our plan is, so we see what's not gonna be done to do this. Right?
Do we know what portion of next year's already used on the Allison?
We think we'll come in at or under budget, so we don't think we'll be using anything from next year. We stopped Allison to make sure that they didn't go over. So we feel like the entire $750,000 will be available for next year's street program. I don't think we're gonna be dipping into that. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We should be within budget.
Okay, I thought the bid for Allison was like $536,000.
It is, but the thing is, we're not gonna we're gonna stop it right now, but we're finishing, Allison is not $507,000. The whole thing, yeah, Allison is only, at 66 square, about $175,000.
Okay, and then the rest of
That
it,
was-
Bay,
The rest
Woodlawn,
of,
and
the rest of it
everything.
we carried over and be part of next year's program.
Okay,
I'm sorry, I didn't misunderstand your question.
no, that's okay.
Any other questions?
We have Ron Fletcher next week.
Okay, Mr. Fletcher.
Good afternoon, Mayor, City Council members. I'm Ron Fletcher, the Customer Service Manager for Energy. I'd like to pass on a little flyer and give you an update on our advanced meters that if you haven't already received it, you will be receiving very soon. Just pass that around, please. Thank you. We're really excited about it because it's providing technology and opportunities that our customers haven't had in the past. This new meter is going to be a secure wireless meter. We have started changing the current meters out from the ones we've had in the past already in growth. So you should, again, if you haven't received it, you should be receiving a new meter soon. It's going to be a faster outage identification, one of the benefits. In other words, instead of calling Entergy, we'll already know where the outage is and we'll be able to respond a lot faster. So you won't need to really call us. Greater efficiency from the standpoint that you'll have more detailed energy usage information. We'll have smarter tools to allow you to be able to look every 4 to 5 hours at 15-minute increment of your usage. And we'll notify the customer when that capability is available. Better communications, again, we'll be able to address customer service issues faster, but we'll have the same information that you'll have on your usage, and we'll be able to talk more specifically. We'll have the ability to turn the meters on and off remotely. We won't have to have a truck to roll. We'll be able to do it from a remote location. Also, with our advanced meters, you should have been notified like 90 days passed that they were coming. As we get into your neighborhood, we'll send out a 2-week notification that says, hey, we'll be in your neighborhood and we'll be installing the meter on the route. Once we get there, it'll take about 15 minutes or less to get it to change out the meters. We will knock on your door, or they should knock on your door. I always say will, but sometimes we have things happen, but they're supposed to knock on your door, let you know that there's going to be a temporary loss of power, which only lasts for just a few minutes. Then after that, if there's no one at the house, we'll follow up and exchange the meter, upgrade it, and leave a door hanger so the customer knows that we were there. If we're unable to replace the meter, a door hanger will be left explaining how to reschedule for the once the meter is installed, we'll continue to manually monitor the readings as we've done in the past for a while, as well as look at them remotely to make sure that we still have the level of accuracy that's required. Then after that, at some point in time, we'll stop from reading the meters manually and go to our remote transition. And again, we'll continue to monitor that the meters are reading accurately. So we're really excited about it.
I actually received a text today.
Great.
I guess if we're signed up for their alerts, there's normally high winds or outages in the area.
Yes, sir.
But it did say in the next few weeks you should be receiving a new meter, so.
That's the plan, communications. So I'll open it up for any questions you may have for me.
If an individual opts out of the new meter, it's a $30 a month reading fee.
Yes, sir. Because again, the reason for that is that we have to keep the meter readers on to manually do that. And so there's an administrative charge with that, as well as some other additional upfront charges. Any other questions?
Any other questions? Our bills will be going down too.
We're working on that part as well. That's work in progress.
Thank you, Mr.
So thank you very much as well.
Any other comments? The next item will be the receiving of the minutes of the Planning and Zoning Commission of the September 9th, 2019 meeting.
No one has spoken.
And then we have to review the receipt.
Yeah, we've been, this area is.
Item 6A, we consider approval of agreement with the city depository related to our line of credit.
Mayor and Council, this is the last 3 or 4 years, we've had $1 million line of credit with our depository in the event that we had an emergency or we had an issue with the hurricane, and this is renewing that for another year.
I've made several meetings.
We need a motion.
I make a motion that we consider the approval of the agreement with the city depository related line of credit with First Financial.
We have a motion and a second for the agreement with the city depository with First Financial Bank. Any questions or comments over that? Any questions from Lawrence here? Mayor votes aye. Councilmember Bates. Councilmember Bourne. Councilmember Collier. Mayor Pro Tem Tice.
Aye.
The approval agreement of our depository with First Financial approved. Item 6B will be consider approval of the contract for fines and fees collection services with Lynn Barger, Morgan Blair, and Sampson LLP for services provided by the Texas Code of Criminal Procedure, Article 103.0031.
Mayor and Council, we're going to table that. We have a little more work to do, and the city attorney has got some, a little more communication with this firm, so we're going to ask council to table that, please.
Okay. We'll table that item to the next meeting. Item 6C will be considered setting a date for a joint public hearing for the replat of 644 and 644 8 House Street. motion on that for the
Yes, the
second
date
meeting?
is
October
requesting
14th.
October 14th.
Okay.
We need a motion.
Make a motion, we set the date of October 14th for a planning and zoning, for a joint public hearing meeting to consider the replat request of 6444 and 6448 House Street.
Second.
We have a motion and a second for setting the date of the joint public hearing to replat 6444 and 6448 House Street for a replat. Any questions or comments? Mr. Donn's here.
Are they combining the two properties?
No, they have two properties, they want to actually make three properties and put single-family homes on each lot. So it'd be, instead of two, they want to make three, and they want to change the addresses from Howell to Cleveland. And also, like I said, put single-family homes on each lot. So it'd be three homes being built there.
And they meet our requirements? Thank you.
Any other questions? Mayor votes aye. Councilmember Bailey? Councilmember Warren? Councilmember Hyder? Mayor Pro Tem Price? For the approval of the joint public hearing for 6444 and 6448 House Street on October 15th, 2019. City Attorney, you got 4 items, sir?
Thank you, Mayor. Item A has been tabled. Item B, consider approval of the annual appropriation ordinance. This is ordinance number 2019-12, annual appropriation ordinance of the City of Groves for the 2019-2020 fiscal year, appropriating funds for disbursement for the various purposes and uses of the city, providing a savings clause and providing an effective date.
Mayor, I move we approve ordinance 2019-12 as written.
Second.
We have a motion and a second for approval of ordinance number 2019-12. Any questions or comments over that? Mayor votes aye. Councilmember Bailey?
Aye.
Councilmember Barnes?
Aye.
Councilmember Hyder? Mayor Pro Tem Price?
Aye.
For the approval of ordinance 2019-12. Item C, City Attorney.
This is ordinance number 2019-13, the tax assessment ordinance approving the tax assessment rolls. The caption reads, an ordinance approving the tax assessment rolls for the year 2019, levying and assessing taxes for the support of the City of Groves and the municipal government thereof, proportioning each levy for specific purposes, and levying and assessing a hotel occupancy tax, providing the date for the collection of taxes, providing a savings clause, and providing an effective date.
Mayor, I move we approve ordinance 2019-13 as written.
Second.
Yeah.
Look on your agenda.
It's number 7, council item number 7.
Yeah, on the top,
The language of the motion has to follow the Texas tax code.
I apologize,
That's
sir.
about right.
I move we approve ordinance 2019-13. A motion to adopt the ordinance must be made in the following form. I move that the property tax rate to be increased by the adoption of the tax rate of .761621, which is effectively a 7.06% increase in the tax rate.
Second.
We have a motion and a second for approval of ordinance 2019-13. Are there any questions or comments on that? Thank you, Mayor.
I have a question, just at the risk of sounding stupid, but the .0016 is what equals the 7.06%.
The percent increase is the increase in the M&O rate only. It's not part of the INS, which is actually a decrease.
Okay.
As state law has it written, you have to do it that way. was the increase on the M&O portion of the tax rate only.
Any other questions? Mayor votes aye. Councilmember Davis. Councilmember Vaughn. Councilmember Collier. Mayor Pro Tem Tice. For the approval of ordinance number 2019-13. Item 7D.
Ordinance number 2019-14. An ordinance amending Chapter 27, Utilities, Article 2, Rates and Charges of the Code of Ordinances, City of Groves, Texas, by amending Section 27-28, Sewer Rates and Charges, Section 27-28.1, Industrial Sewer Rate and Surcharge, and Section 27-29, Water Rates and Charges, revising said sections to adjust the water and sewer rates, providing for a savings clause, providing for codification, and providing an effective date.
Make a motion to approve ordinance 2019-14.
We have a motion and a second for the approval of ordinance 2019-14. Are there any questions or comments over the ordinance?
I have a hypothetical, if the city manager can answer it. This water and sewer rate that we're approving, if we didn't have the septic system at the Public Works that's bringing in roughly over $400,000 a year, how would that affect this rate?
The rates would probably, we've got 6,000 customers, so the rates would go about $7 a month per household.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Mayor votes aye. Councilmember Bailey. Councilmember Vaughn. Councilmember Collier. Mayor Pro Tem Tice. For the approval of ordinance 2019-14. City manager, city invoices, please.
Mayor, Council, the invoice approval list for September 16, 2019 is as follows. City of Port Arthur, partial July and August landfill fees, $24,000.